Alright, so fellow gamers, again with Sean, and today it's time to do it. I've been waiting forever to do it. I know we are looking at it right here, right now. You probably know what we're doing today. Time to revisit Album 3, my studio album, my third studio album, Dark Awakening. Here we go. So this album has the songs Dark Awakening, Techno Disco, Tough Luck, Groovy Move, Illegal Life, Dubstep, Freak, and Death Showcase. 7-song album, very first, of course, I'd ever do, and it's the first since it would be the first and the only one until Lord of Light came out, and then Lost in Space came out about 3 albums later. I'm sorry. Now it's just good time to review it because there's a lot to say about it. Actually, there's a lot to talk about. So, this album was released on February. No, wait. What was it? When did it debut again? Hold on. March 16th, right? It debuted February 16th. Mere days after Slice and Rap hit. Which that video will probably be out before this, because I'm doing 2, like I said in that video. I wanted to do 2 of them today. Now, Slice and Rap came out before this, so let's see what differences we have first. So this record's sound, you may notice, is a lot different than from Slice and Rap. Slice and Rap had a lot longer stuff than this one did, and when we get to Broken Life, you'll notice a big change of what happened. I will tell you in that video when it comes out, probably tomorrow. Now this album right here had made the biggest amount of views, I think, out of them all, except for the first, and shortly then after, Into the Night. Yeah, I know, Into the Night was a success. That was just a shock for me. It was the first one I made by myself, and that actually did successful. That isn't, though, until Lord of Light came out after, which we will get on topic of that after Into the Night's review albums. Now, this is the 3rd album, so 7 more after this, and then we wait for Frostbite to come out, like I am going to say in that video. Now, let's talk about things I loved about it. I loved every song on this record except one. I wasn't a fan of the song Illegal Life, yet several of y'all also didn't like the song because of its poor intro and its shortness, and 2, it was also not as good. It didn't do good on this album, and this album was released, honestly, during the Slice and Rap era. When I was releasing Slice and Rap, I was also recording this album. And your title track, Dark Awakening, was supposed to make its way from here to Slice and Rap. Slice and Rap is going to have this song rather than I Hate the Song, and that song would have been either a demo, which would have been placed, but right now or it would have been unreleased, which we need to talk about unreleased for a minute. Unreleased tracks I have released. This record had 1 of them. This album did originally have 8 songs, but due to GroovePad losing all of its data before I could get it released, it's literally unreleased. I can't even listen to it. I don't even remember how it went. But all I know is it was a 3-minute song. I know that. It was 3 minutes long. Actually, no, it was 2 minutes and 48 seconds. That was a good... I heard it once. I don't remember how it went after that. Now, GroovePad... This was also the second to last I released with GroovePad. After Broken Life, I went by myself. So, this was a dubstep album. I'm not gonna lie. Dubstep were all over the place. Like, dubstep. It was a good album. And, your last 2 tracks were mainly dubstep. And I loved the last 2 songs on this record. But the first is hands down also one of my greatest songs in the history of them. There are 3 songs that make me the known musical artist today, which are Make It Burn, of course, the very first track I released all the way back in January. You have Uplift Me to the Heavens, and of course you have this one. Now those 3 songs make me the artist. And without this, I honestly think this song was going to sound a lot different than what y'all got in the album. In fact, there is, I think, an unreleased recording I had of the original. I will see if I have it somewhere. If I do, I will release it and make an unreleased or demo album based on the unreleased material that was coming from it. I think I might have a recording of it, the Mean Attitude song. Yeah, it was called Mean Attitude. Yeah, it was a weird song. I remember how it was a weird intro, too. It had a lot of reverb, too, so there's that. I loved this album big time. Fun album. Recording took not that long, because while the songs were being recorded, Slice and Rap was being premiered. Yeah, that's right. When I started to premiere the songs on Slice and Rap, I was also recording and making this album. So that's why this album probably came out shortly then after Slice and Rap did. Now, this album clocks in at nearly 25 to 30 minutes long. Pretty good record, if I do say so. It's a good record. It's got good sound, and the drums in there. Man, the beats in there, you got good ones in there. Now, Dark Awaken, the track, was actually unreleased. Originally going to be unreleased from Slice and Rap. But I'm going to tell you something. The song Techno Disco was actually the oldest song on this record. It came out even before Gaming with Rappers did. That's right. Techno Disco was really from January, long before this album even got thought of. Not even this song, that song came released on January 6th. Literally 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks I think, right before I would release the Gaming with Rappers album. Techno Disco also clocks in at 1 minute 22 seconds, making it the shortest song on this record, but it's not the shortest song I have. I think that Boy from the new album in Lost in Space, or the 49 song from Lord of Light that I don't want to get into because it was really a bad song. Now, I really want to perform this whole album because all the songs in this album are good except for Illegal Life. But Illegal Life still has at least somewhat of a chance. I mean, I still gave it a chance. And Groovy Move. Can we talk about the view crap on that before that record was even thought of? Like, what the heck? Now, this album has one of the weirdest type things about it, is that of how much, I don't know, this song was good, and I loved it a lot for when it was released. The timing was great, and Dark Awakening, I think it deserved the biggest recognition than it did. When I first released it, it didn't do good, but now it's starting to get its recognition, because Groovy Move, after the last time I looked at it, it had gotten literally only 4 views, and it's been out for a while, and it had 4 views when I was releasing the Age of the Darkness album in July. Was it July or June? I can't remember, but it was nuts. And I was like, why did that song get so much hate? And Illegal Life had way more than that. And I was like, wow, like, I was shocked on that. And it was interesting to know that that album got recepted really interesting. But that's what I have to say about it. So yeah, we'll see ya in Broken Life. Goodbye.